Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So just a few messages before we get into the reading. I will be opening the readings for the month of June. So if you feel called to receive a personal reading, you can find the link in the description box below. I also will have another sale running for June. So definitely check that out if that's something that you're interested in. Also, I want to apologize in advance for the background noise. I don't know if it's picking up on the video, but if it is, I apologize in advance. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into it. Tonight I have a spiritual guidance message for the collective. I will be pulling from this deck here just to see what are the most important messages that your guides have for you at this time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message directly from your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, and your higher power. Wow. Okay, so the first message that we have here is Black Aura. If you clicked on this message, your guides do not play about you at all, okay? I'm picking up on someone in the collective who is no longer for consumption. And you will know that this is your message if you've been called to a period of isolation. You may notice that you want to spend a lot of time to yourself. A lot of you may feel this need to pull back in some of your relationships. Maybe you're even gatekeeping yourself or your interests, or there's something about your energy that is no longer for consumption. Because anytime this card comes out, it's not attached to anything negative, it's not attached to anything dark. This is a very, very spiritual energy. There is protection all around you at this time. It's almost as if there is a veil that's cloaking you in some way, collective, or there's this energy of you being hidden in plain sight. And this is specifically pointing to a very particular relationship in your connection. For some of you, this could be pointing to your romantic connections. For others of you, this could be more about your friends or family. I'm even getting for some of you, this could be about your career or about your professional life. The color black is a very, very spiritual color, okay? It's a repellent against negative energy, energy vampires, anything that will want to come towards your field to cause you some type of harm, to stymie your success in any kind of way. You are heavily protected. So if you notice that you're at this stage in your life where you feel spiritually guided to just pull back your energy, maybe you are declining invitations, maybe you're not frequenting the same places that you would frequent, maybe you're being silent instead of speaking or oversharing with people. This can manifest in many, many different ways, but there is a veil over your energetic field at this time where it's almost like people can't probe you in the way that they used to. Your energy is no longer up for consumption. And it honestly feels like it's something that your spiritual team is trying to protect you from. It also feels like this energy is coming out now because maybe you're reading this wrong, collective. Maybe you're looking at this as you experiencing delays, as things not really working out, as your relationships going down a completely different path. But I'm getting very, very clearly, there is a reason for your energy to be showing up this way. It's almost as if your guides want you to either stop being accessible to other people or stop pouring into other people and completely pour into yourself. But wow, for this energy to come out first, I just keep hearing you are protected. Whoever you are, your guides do not play about you at all. You are literally surrounded by spiritual protection at this time, okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have here is soul contract. Wow. So this energy is very, very specific. This is pointing to a very specific relationship, a really, really important relationship in your life. For some of you, this could be a lover. For others of you, I'm getting that this could be a family member, this could be a friend. But this is pointing to you and another soul who agreed to have a relationship in this lifetime. You agreed to play a very specific role in one another's lives. And I'm getting very, very clearly that you have this aura of protection around you because that contract has expired. Okay? And this is not a bad thing. This just means that whatever the terms were of that contract has been fulfilled. And what's so interesting about this is that the way that this manifests in your life, this could be on a positive note, or this could be a relationship that was a little bit more challenging. Either way, your guides want you to know that this is what you and this soul signed up for. For some of you, you may notice that this is not an isolated situation. You may actually notice that a lot of soul contracts are ending in your life. And it doesn't matter if this is a family member, a friend. What's sticking out here is that once the terms are met within the contract, it expires or it comes to an end. But the good thing about this energy is that once a soul contract expires, you initiate another one. So this is almost like a graduation. Whatever lessons you were supposed to learn, collective, that were attached to this person, this place, this thing, or this energy, you have properly integrated this. And again, this feels very, very specific because not every connection comes with an expiration date. You'll have some connections in your life that are literally around for a lifetime. But for some reason, there is something that your spiritual team is either protecting you from or something that you're not fully privy to when it comes to this person or when it comes to this contract. But what's coming through clearly here is that whatever lesson you were supposed to learn has been learned or has been integrated. So this is why you may feel this need to pull back. This is why you may feel the need to be quiet around certain people or just withdraw your energy. And all of this is purely intuitive, okay? Maybe there's no reason why you feel this way, but it's almost like you're being led by something higher, okay? This is your spiritual team that's guiding you at this time. Let's get the next message here. The next message that we have here is spiritual violation. Collective, there is something about this energy where it almost feels like you don't have all the information, okay? For a lot of you, this ending or this expiration of this contract, it may feel very rash. It may feel as if it came out of nowhere. Maybe this is something that you didn't see coming. And I'm getting clearly that your spiritual team had to step in on your behalf, because had they not put an end to this soul contract, this is someone that would have stuck around in your energy field way past the expiration date. And I'm picking up on this underlying energy of someone who's wearing a mask, okay? And I'm also picking up on this narcissistic energy, if I'm being completely honest. So this dynamic could have been that of a parasite and a host, which was a complete spiritual violation, not only to you, Divine Feminine, and to the spiritual realm, but also to your soul contract. It feels like this person turned into someone or something that you did not consent to. And this is why your contract had to come to an end. But I'm also getting that whoever this person was, they were carrying one of your most powerful spiritual lessons. This could have been attached to your self-worth. This could have been attached to maybe a visibility wound, something that you were carrying deep, deep inside of you that this person had to completely awaken in you. And it's almost as if the contract had to be between you and this person who was a lover, who was a friend, who was a family member. Because in order for them to awaken you, in a sense, they had to be close to you. Okay, so all of this is symbolic. And all of this is deeply intentional. Even if this connection was challenging or if it was tumultuous, okay? But I'm getting very, very clearly that this was beginning to get dragged out, okay? You may have seen a completely different side of this person, almost like they became something that you did not consent to. And this is being taken very, very seriously in the spiritual realm. I keep getting very, very clearly, you have a spiritual team that does not play about you at all. It's almost as if when it's time for your energy to move around, when it's time for you to have a different experience, if you don't pick up on the signs or the synchronicities that are around you, your spiritual team will step in on your behalf. And this is the energy that I'm picking up on here. There was definitely someone in your field who wanted to go way beyond the terms of your contract. And the way this is coming through, I'm looking at this energetically. It's almost like they wanted to continue to extract from you, collective, in a way that was a violation, a major, major spiritual violation. And you could have been holding on to this person, this place, or this thing simply by way of their title, because this was a lover, because this was a friend, because this was a family member. So I definitely feel like this is a confirmation for you that whatever it was that you were picking up on internally about this person that maybe you couldn't put your finger on, your guides want you to know that this was some form of a spiritual violation where this person was trying to take your connection out of bounds in a way by extracting your energy in a way that would have left you depleted. Maybe it left you second guessing yourself. Maybe it was affecting your creativity, your energy levels. Okay, this can manifest in many, many different ways, but the energy is very, very clear. That contract is over, okay? And I feel like you're at this place in your life where your spiritual team is cloaking your energy from this person, okay? And what's so interesting about this is that when you have this type of spiritual protection around you, you could be in the same building, in the same vicinity as a person, and for some reason you won't cross paths with them. You could live in the same city, in the same state. You could have the same mutual friends. When that soul contract expires, that person is no longer able to penetrate your energy field, even if they want to, okay? So I feel like this could be unfolding in your life in a very, very interesting way. Or if you haven't seen this energy yet, I feel like this is your guides preparing you for how this is going to play out, okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have here is 333. Collective, you're going to notice over the next couple of months that this number synchronicity is going to be very, very important to you, okay? A lot of you may see this number synchronicity, or you have been seeing this number synchronicity show up in your life, but there's something that's about to manifest in threes, okay? But as it pertains to this energy or these soul contracts, I'm getting very, very specifically, there's going to be like an energy exchange. There could be 3 people that are leaving your life and 3 people that are about to enter your life. And it honestly feels like all of this is happening behind the scenes, or there's just something very, very spiritual that's unfolding in the 5D at this time. So this is your number synchronicity. I feel like this is a sign that your guides are going to show you to let you know when this exchange is happening. So if you notice that there are certain people or certain opportunities, places, things that are beginning to fall away in your life, don't question it. There is definitely something that's coming to replace it. Because anytime the number 333 shows up, it's a number of co-creation. It's a number of abundance. It's a synchronicity of your mind, body, and soul being in perfect harmony, okay? So I feel like even though you may be seeing people, places, and things being extracted, again, this is like a graduation for you, collective. This is like a celebration for you that a certain lesson has been integrated for you. And because of that, it feels like you're being rewarded. For some of you, this may manifest as you receiving new love. For others of you, this may manifest as you receiving new friends, new opportunities. You may be releasing certain relationships, maybe with certain family members, and strengthening bonds with others. There's so many ways that this can unfold, but this definitely solidifies the fact that you have a lot of positive energy coming towards you. And this card falling under that black aura card is further confirmation that this is why your auric field is being protected, so that none of that past energy can spill over into what's being created in your life. But this may definitely be unfolding in a very interesting way because this energy just feels spiritual, okay? So this could be affecting you on the mental plane. This could just be showing up in your life in a way that's way more energetic at this time than it is physical. But this is definitely about to manifest. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is emotional safety. If you're asking yourself why you had to go through this, why these soul contracts had to manifest in your life in the way that they have, it's because you are a soul who's here to master your emotions, okay? So whether you know it or not, you mastering your chakra system, you learning how to align your energy is your sole purpose here on earth. And it feels like a lot of this is being done through your relationships. So at every single level of energy, it feels like there could be a relationship, a person, a place, or a thing that is assigned to that energy center. And the way this energy is coming through, you have literally been passing every single test that the universe or the Most High has sent your way as it pertains to your mission here on Earth, collective. But all of this is about emotional safety. All of this is about spiritual sovereignty. It's about you being able to master yourself and your emotions to the point where people cannot penetrate your energetic field. And once you master that lesson, that relationship, that person, that timeline, your spiritual team will step in and remove you almost instantly. And I feel like this is what's happening in your life right now. So if you are in this moment where you feel a little bit isolated, things may be a little bit quieter, your phone is not ringing as much, all of this is intentional. It's spiritual. You could be at this place where you're being guided to pour all of that energy that you will pour into other people, into yourself, into your emotions, into regulating your nervous system. Maybe your guides want you to meditate. I feel like there is something that your soul is kind of pushing you towards at this time that really doesn't have anything to do with anyone else. But your chakra system is extremely important at this time. It's almost as if your guides have sent you certain people, relationships, situations to help you master each and every energy center so that you will get to this place where your field is impenetrable. It doesn't matter what life throws your way. But whatever this energy was that was showing up in your field as some kind of spiritual violation, it definitely was a threat to your emotional safety in some way. It's almost like you received a lesson, you integrated the lesson, but this person kind of wanted to override or overstay their welcome in some way by extracting from you or making you second guess yourself or second guess your moves or even second guess the decisions that you made as it pertains to mastering your emotions. Okay? Yeah, so this energy is very, very specific. So again, if you are in isolation right now, know that it's sacred isolation, okay? Know that you're at this place or this sacred pause where you have the time to really regulate your emotions. You have time to pour into yourself instead of pouring into whatever this energy leak was here. Let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is it ends with you. Further confirmation that your spirit guides do not play about you at all, okay? I feel like you could be the first, maybe the first in your family, maybe the first within your friend group, or within your more romantic partnerships, to really learn how to master your emotions, to really set out on a journey to open and align all of your chakras. There's something that you're doing here, collective, that's not very easy. And I feel like this is why your guides are very, very protective over you and your life path. They're not going to allow anyone to stop you from completing your mission. And it doesn't matter if this is a family member, a friend, a lover. Anytime someone steps out of bounds of the soul contract between the both of you, your guides are going to intervene. But the energy is very clear. You and another soul came in contract to grow. And it feels like you held up your end of the bargain and this other person did not. And this may have caught you completely off guard, okay? It definitely feels like someone was wearing a mask. Someone definitely switched out of nowhere. And what started out as two souls learning together, teaching one another, showing up in one another's lives as some manifestation of a spiritual lesson that will help you on your journey, this slowly turned into a spiritual violation. And it feels like a lot of these things were happening behind the scenes. Maybe some things you weren't even privy to. Okay, I keep getting this energy of you barely surviving this spiritual violation. So this definitely was attached to someone that you really, really love and you trusted. But the energy is clear. It ends with you. Your mission is too important and your energy is way too sacred for your spiritual team to allow anyone to stand on your path and to block you from your blessings. But it definitely feels like someone made one hell of an attempt. So this could definitely be pointing to a connection that was very tumultuous. I'm definitely picking up on this underlying narcissistic energy. So you may have had several connections in your life manifest in that way. It's never just one. But with this 333 energy, anything that you have lost, collective, is finding its way back to you. And I feel like it's going to happen in threes. So definitely look out for that number synchronicity. I feel like that is a major confirmation. It's a major sign that's going to show up in your life over the next couple of weeks or months to let you know that you're in alignment with this energy. And that even though this soul contract may have ended or may have expired, you have new ones coming towards you. New contracts that are going to be attached to people who are more high vibrational, people who are more of a reflection of your energy, of your life path, and of your divine mission. But when it comes to your spiritual protection, your connection to the divine, you don't have anything to worry about. Whatever this is, it ends with you, okay? So I don't know how many people that you may be attached to that may have fell victim to this same thing, to this same energy. It could have manifested in different places with different people. But your guides do not play about you. And they're so dedicated to your journey, to your mission, because you actually fought back against something that many, many people have fell victim to. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to head over to Patreon to pull 3 more cards. If you would like to join us over there for the extended, you can find the link in the description box below, as well as in that very first pinned comment. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.